Good evening from the UK. So, where do I start with Radiant? Well, where would anyone start? Jumping in. Right. It's about a young man called Seth. He's heading for. Well, to begin with, he is taken in by a witch. The lady up here. And she helps him kind of learn what he needs to know to take on Nemesis. Now, Nemesises are this world's like reason for the main character to get stronger. I mean, also obviously along the way, he learns that he shouldn't be hanging out with his human friend because the village that he's in at the beginning of the series doesn't look on sorcerers very kindly. But the thing is, the young kid that he plays with, to show him, because the kid basically wants to see his like main attack, his magic in that, and he shows him. But it becomes blatantly obvious that the village that he's in doesn't want him there anymore. So obviously he goes to like somewhere in the forest to practice magic, because obviously he's only got this like one magic ability thing that he can do. He can basically use Fantasia, which is their version of magic, with his bare hands. Like, he doesn't need a wand or anything, or like a staff or anything. He can basically cast it with his bare hands. Well, I say his bare hands, his hands. You might be wondering who this red-headed lassie is next to him. He meets her while he's on his way to um, just for a second, I'll try and remember the. Basically, he's on his way to this special place, and he meets this red-headed girl. Millie, or Melee. She basically is a sorcerer as well, but she's captured by the bad guys, Inquisition. They basically have said to anyone, if they were practicing magic without a permit or license, then they have a right to arrest them. So this fella here, the inventor guy, he goes to the lady that is looking after Seth, because he is going to her, this lady here, to get a nemesis egg, or parts of a nemesis that she helped Seth destroy in the town below their house that's floating in the sky, as you do. And she says there's nothing left for you to take. And he's like, well, if that's the case, then I can't do anything about it. And he's obviously very, very kind of upset because he came all this way because they was hoping he can pick up the material from the defeated Nemesis, but because there was nothing left, there's nothing to take. So he goes on about his way, and for some reason he comes across well, he accidentally comes up on the Inquisition's aircraft, and even though he's like, here's my ID, here's my ID, here's my ID, they still arrest him because he's not very convincing. Obviously because he says he's looking for Millie, the redheaded girl. Now, she has a spirit that is with her, and he is called, the literal translation in Japanese dub is Mr. Boobery. Bobiry, I think it is. And this is where it gets ridiculous. Every time they say his name, Mr. Boobery, he reminds me of Puck from ReZero, but only more sillier. Now, they stage three of them, Rex, Melee, and this guy here. They stage a escape from the aircraft. And they're on their way to the airship when he's like, I'm not leaving. Rex is like, I'm not leaving without my. Sorry, not Rex. Seth is saying, I'm not leaving without my stuff. So Millie, she hides in a barrel and makes it so blatantly obvious that she's hiding in a barrel that no one in the Inquisition realises they're there except for this fella. Now, he pushes her to the absolute maximum, and this guy says that when she's pushed to the extreme, or to the edge, her personality switches. Now, her personality switches and she goes sicko mode. And what I mean by that is, like, basically the Dragon Ball Z version is when Goku went, when he's pushed to his absolute limit and he unlocked Ultra Instinct. Well, in this story, the version of that being pushed beyond your limits is her personality snapping. And then she obviously, when she's in a different state of mind, she becomes a really competent sorcerer. She's pulling off all these cool, like, spells of Fantasia, with her, like, a witch's wand. And Seth sees all this, and rather than make a point of running towards a separate flying machine that this fella came on, he's standing in awe of her. And I'm like, you do realise that there's a whole ship full of people trying to rearrest you, recapture you, and what you're doing, Seth, is just in awe of Melia, or Melee, or Melee, or however you pronounce her name. And He basically manages to get his stuff back. I don't know how he manages to get his stuff back, but when he does, he grabs a hold of Melee and the inventor guy, and basically they bolt for their little ship, and they make it off. Make it off the ship. Long story short. So when just bear with me a minute, I'm gonna call up another picture. Just bear with me a minute. I will get to it. Right. Sorry that I'm pulling this off of Wikipedia, but it is very, very early in the series for me. I'll do another review once I've finished the whole series, and yeah, it'll be a lot better. Right. I basically said all this, bear with me a second. Come to episode 5, Seth, Melee and the Inventor fellow. Seth, Melee and Doc managed to get to the Artemis Academy, where Seth is taken for a ride because somehow he gets enrolled in the school, and he ends up signing a piece of paper to say that yep, he wants to enroll. But in doing so, the proctor of the school, if you will, or the headmaster, he basically lumps all of them, including Seth, with a huge amount of debt. Because it's something to do with like using his pen and all that, and the ink and everything. It's something silly. Oh, sorry, that wee creature that's with Melee is Mr. Boobly. But as it's pronounced in Japanese, it's Mr. Boobity. Mr. Boobity. And I'm like, okay. 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 Also, these are all the characters as well. I will say my piece though, that Alma is voiced by Monica Rial in English, and the least little in the current climate, the least we say about Monica Rial, the better. AKA social justice warriors, Bulma, Vic Monoyu, and that whole carry on. But this is not what this video is about. It's not about Monica Rial and her stuff. It's about a review of Radiant. Okay, that's all the characters. Also, while I am recording, I'd like to shout out Jurgen de Bock. I hope I have not butchered her name. He or she has basically given me the confidence to keep doing these reviews for animes that I'm watching, because he or she loves them, and that's the main thing that I want to do, is basically create content that everyone from this community will love. That's basically all I can say for the first 5 episodes of Radiant. You'll need to watch the actual anime to get a full grasp on the story, because I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm just taking a look at the pictures of the book that it was adapted from. It looks like it's going to get really, really good. Obviously by book 3, whatever that is, in episodes in the anime, they look a bit better, as you can tell. Here's some kind of screenshots from later in the anime. You can obviously tell that Seth grows up a little bit in this anime, because he didn't look that tall where I am in the anime. Fair enough. Also, this guy here with the bat wings on in the middle of his bald head, I originally thought was a good guy, but it turns out he's a villain. Yeah, a villain that looks like Jim Pickens from Call Me Kevin's videos in The Sims 4, but only with shades and his beard and a bunchy thing. Basically an anime version of Jim Pickens from Call Me Kevin's channel. I have noticed something about this picture here that it might actually seem that Melee is interested in Seth. I don't know what that is about, but I should find out by the end of the series, probably. I can't always show that picture because they'll be age restricted. By the way, check it out when you've got a chance, and I'll leave a link to Jurgen the Bok's YouTube channel in the description down below. So give him or her some subs if you would like to. Also, throw some subs my way if you want to. And yeah, tune in next time for another, in about another 5 episodes time, when I've got more of a handle on Radiant and I can give a better review. But anyway, I am going now to finish this video, edit it, upload it, and then either watch the rest of Radiant tonight, or watch the rest of it tomorrow morning. Because it's currently 8:22 PM UK time. Okay, good night, God bless, or good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever anyone's watching this video.